Welcome to the Adult Basic Skills Professional Development video series. Throughout our productions, we are committed to excellence in adult education and professional development in basic skills instruction. The goal of this video series is to improve the effectiveness and quality of instruction through focused professional development.
During this session together, we will explore the three systems of language and the linguistic model for reading. Why do adults read? Because there is something they want to know or find out. In other words, communication is at the heart of reading. Adult learners expect meaning from what they read.
Hi, I'm Winston Childress. Teaching adult beginning readers is a complex process because adult learners have different needs. However, most adults have something in common. They are interested in receiving meaning from what is read. Understanding the three systems of language and how to use them properly with beginning readers is one of the most difficult tasks the new instructor faces. Many new instructors come to me with a poor understanding of the three systems of language and how to utilize the three systems when working with adult learners. Let's take a look at the three systems of language. In the model you see there are three rings representing the language systems. Note the center ring is meaning or semantics. The next ring is grammar or syntax. And the outer ring is phonics, or the phonological graphological system. In our attempt to understand the reading process better, let's examine each of the three systems of language. Meaning is at the heart of the three systems of language. Linguists, or people who study language, call this ring the semantic system. Meaning is fundamental in human language. The reason the writer puts down words on a page is there's something he wants to communicate to others. And the reason the reader takes the time to read print is because he or she wants to discover or understand what it has been written down. So at the heart of reading is comprehension or getting meaning from what is read. The next ring in the model is grammar or syntax. There are grammar rules which we must follow when speaking or writing an English sentence. In the sentence, "The house is as tall as a tree," I wish to suggest that the sentence is more than the sum of each of these words: house, is, tall, and so forth. We get additional meaning through syntax, or by the way the words are arranged in a sentence or phrase. In the example sentence, a comparison is going on. A house is being compared to a tree. We get additional meaning from a sentence through the syntax system. The outer ring of the model is the phonic or phonological graphological system. A phonic or phonological system is at work in English when words are spoken and when we listen. However, we also write and read English. The letters of our alphabet represent the sounds we speak. Therefore, there is a graphological system at work when we write or read. There are some teachers who use only one system, the phonological graphological system, when they teach beginning reading. They teach the letters and their sounds, letter and sound blending, and leave meaning or comprehension for later instruction. I believe the efficient adult reading teacher uses all three language systems from the beginning of reading instruction. Furthermore, the three systems are mutually supportive. Together, they offer the reader cues and information which he could not get otherwise. I suggest that the beginning reader be made aware of these systems and that reading instructors use the methods and materials which utilize the three systems too. Adult readers have one more powerful tool available to them. They have their past experiences to draw from. Because of their ages, all adults have vast storehouses of experience and knowledge which they must use while reading. You see, not only are the systems of language at work for readers, but they also get clues from their prior knowledge of the subject being read. There are some teachers who use one system of language like phonics and disregard the other two systems, syntax and meaning. And when they do, their instruction will not be nearly as effective as one that includes all three systems. Three systems, since they are mutually supportive, offer a much stronger basis for instruction and for reading comprehension.
Next, let's talk about the Goodman linguistic model. Kenneth Goodman, a contemporary and psycholinguist, says that reading is a psycholinguistic guessing game. What he means is that reading is not a precise process, and in his model, Goodman lists 4 steps all good readers use as they read print.
In the Goodman linguistic model, good readers first of all sample print. Researchers tell us that readers don't look at every letter in every word or every word in every sentence, but readers seem to key in on some words and infer others. They sample print. Next, good readers make predictions about print from their samples. They guess, they take chances with print as they read. They predict what they expect to see in the print. Then, with their predictions in mind, the next step is that they read on to confirm their predictions. In the next step, confirmation comes when readers' predictions come true and print makes sense. If the sentence does not make sense, they go back and take another sample and make another prediction. So once the readers sample, predict, and the print makes sense, readers comprehend or remember what they read.
Well, why is the Goodman linguistic model important for me to understand as a new instructor?
Well, models are important because they explain processes. Reading comprehension is an internal matter of the brain. We can't get a window on the brain. We really don't know what goes on, and a model tries to approximate or tries to explain what happens mentally. And in this model, Goodman says that reading is not a precise endeavor at all, but it's really a psycholinguistic guessing game. And in his model, he talks about that the good reader samples print. Good reader doesn't read every word, but seems to key in on a few important words and infer the rest. And sampling and taking chances with print are really part of that reading process that we're trying to get a picture of. The 4 steps of the Goodman model are at work when one reads. Now let's see how that works for a moment. Take the sentence, hit the blank with a bat bob. I'll bet you already know what goes in the blank. Nevertheless, let's see what happens when the Goodman model is applied to it. Let's predict from the first 2 words. Hit the, notice the blank. What could go in there with that small sample? A lot of different words could go in the blank since there is no graphic information to cue you. Hit the is not a large enough sample for us to make a good prediction. Good readers go a step farther using syntax. It's interesting what people do whenever they come to unknown words in print. There's a well-known English professor, Leland Jacobs, who said that when he was learning to read and came to a word he didn't know, he just said teapot and went on. He said that he learned to read by teapotting his way through print. And that is one way of handling unknown words. Good readers often omit unknown words in order to get larger samples. By using a larger sample, the reader has a much better chance of making a good prediction with respect to a sentence. Of course, we don't often encounter sentences with blanks in them. There is some graphic information there, and we want to teach readers to use graphic cues. By using a little graphic information, like the initial consonant, in this case the letter B, the reader can make a much better prediction. The letter B will probably confirm the prediction you had in mind earlier. By using a little graphic information and some prior knowledge about the topic being read, a prediction can be made which makes sense. When we get confirmation of our prediction, we understand and comprehend the sentence. In the Goodman model, there are 4 steps: sample, predict, confirm, and comprehend. Again, we want to encourage our readers to make predictions. Beginning readers are people who are having difficulty reading and are reluctant to take chances with print. Good readers have learned to take chances and they make predictions. Readers construct meaning as they read. Simply stated, the writer writes down his ideas on paper. Readers must construct the writer's meanings. The meaning of the print is not on the page. The squiggles or words on the printed page only come alive in the minds of readers. Readers use a variety of tools such as prior knowledge, the 3 systems of language, sampling and predicting to construct meaning from what they read. The closer the readers are to constructing the meaning the writer had in mind, then the better the reader's comprehension will be. So if we can keep this model before us and use it as a springboard for reading instruction, I think that we will have a much better instructional format.
In summary, let's review the 3 systems of language and the Goodman linguistic model. Meaning or semantics is at the heart of the 3 systems of language because meaning is fundamental in human language. The next ring in the 3 systems is grammar or syntax. The reader receives additional meaning through syntax. And the outer ring in the 3 systems is the phonic or phonological graphological system. Phonological system is at work when words are spoken. Graphological system is at work when we read or write. Good teachers utilize all 3 systems of language when teaching adult students. In the Goodman linguistic reading model, good readers sample, predict, confirm, and comprehend while they're reading. In other words, good readers take samples from the print. Next, they make predictions about the print from their samples. Then, if predictions are made, the reader confirms the unidentified word, and the confirmation comes by the print making some sense. The last thing the reader does is comprehend or remembers what is read. As ABS instructors, it's essential that we start with meaning as the focus of our instruction and encourage our students to take chances with print by learning to make predictions.